next sutta is 8.4.36. Monks, there are these three bases of meritorious action. What three? The base founded on gifts, the base founded on virtue, and the base founded on making mind become. I'll just stop here to comment. These three bases of blessings or merit is dana, sila, and bhavana. These are the three ways we get merit. Dana is making offerings of charity, sila is moral conduct, and bhavana is development of the mind, which is meditation. Then the Buddha continued, take the case, monks, of a man who only on a small scale creates the base of meritorious action founded on gifts. Only on a small scale creates the base of meritorious action founded on virtue, and does not reach the base of meritorious action founded on making mind become, or developing the mind. He, on the breaking up of the body after death, is reborn among men of ill luck. Take the case, monks, of the man who creates the basis of meritorious action founded on gifts and virtue to a medium degree, and does not reach the base of making mind become, or developing mind. He is reborn among men of good luck. Take the case of a man who creates the basis of meritorious action founded on gifts and virtue to a high degree, and does not reach the base of making mind become. He is reborn among the company of the four royal devas. There the four royal devas, having created the basis of meritorious action founded on gifts and virtue to a very high degree, surpass the devas in their realm in 10 ranges, that is to say, in divine life, beauty, happiness, pomp and power, in divine shapes, sounds, perfume, taste and touch. Or he is reborn among the devas of the 33. There Saka, king of devas, because he created the two bases to a very high degree, surpasses the devas of that realm in the 10 ranges. Or he is reborn among the Yama devas. There Suyama, son of devas, for the same reason surpasses the devas of that realm in the 10 ranges. Or he is reborn among the Tusita devas, where son Tusita, son of devas, surpasses all others. Or he is reborn among the devas who delight in creating, where Sunimita, son of devas, surpasses all others. Take the case, monks, of a man who creates the base of meritorious action founded on gifts and virtue to a high degree, and does not reach the base founded on making mind become. He, on the breaking up of the body after death, is reborn among the devas who have power over others' creations. There Vasavatin, son of devas, having created the basis of meritorious action founded on gifts and virtue to a very high degree, surpasses the devas of that realm in 10 ranges, that is to say, in divine life, beauty, happiness, pomp and power, in divine shapes, sounds, perfumes, taste and touch. Monks, these are the three bases of meritorious action. That's the end of the sutta. This is a very interesting sutta. Firstly, you see that if a person does not practice charity or precepts, he does not get to be reborn as a man at all. He gets to be reborn in the woeful plains. So it's very important if we don't want to be reborn in the woeful plains, to remember that we have to at least practice charity and precepts, virtue, moral conduct. And a person who practices these two things on a small scale gets to be reborn a man, but with very poor luck. That means he might be very poor and among the lowest of men. But if a person practices charity and moral conduct to a medium degree, he gets to be reborn as a man of good luck. But if a person practices these two things to a high degree, then he gets to be reborn as a deva, But in all these cases, that person has not practiced bhavana, development of the mind. That means that person has not attained the jhanas. Because if a person has attained the jhanas, then he gets reborn into the form realm. These devas mentioned here are all the devas of the sensual or desire realm. The 6 heavens above the human realm. The first one is the 4 royal devas, and then the Tavatimsa heaven, where Sakadeva Raja is the king. Then among the Yama devas, there is mention here of Suyama as being the chief among the Yama devas. I think nowhere else you find the mention of the chief of these Deva realms mentioned except here. And then among the Tusita heavens, Tusita Devas, you have Sun Tusita is the chief among them. And then among the Devas who delight in creating in the 5th heaven above us, is Unimita, is the Deva Raja there. And then the 6th heaven above us, the highest heaven of the desire realm, Vasavatin is the chief there. We know that Mara, the person known also as Satan, is in the 6th heaven above us, but he is not the chief there. He's one of the chieftains, but he's not the highest deva there. The highest deva mentioned here is Vasavatin. Now we come to the next sutta, 10.177. This is about transference of merit. Now the Brahmin Janusoni came to see the Exalted One, paid homage and sat down to one side. Then he said to the Exalted One, Master Gotama, let me tell you, we Brahmins give charitable gifts. We make the Shraddha offerings to the dead, saying, may this gift to my relatives and blood relations who are dead and gone be of profit. May our kinsmen and blood relations who are dead and gone enjoy this offering. Master Gotama, does that gift profit our kinsmen and dead and blood relatives dead and gone? Do they really enjoy that gift? Let's stop here for a moment. So you see from here that these Brahmins, when their relative passes away, they want to do some merit, some good for their relative. So they offer this food, and their custom is that they burn the food. They burn whatever they offer. They burn, and he's not sure. This man is not sure that whether his relative actually gets the offering or not. So the Buddha said, well, Brahmin, if there be ground for it, it does profit them, but not if there be no ground. Here, ground, you could say condition. If there is the condition, they will get it. And then he asked, Master Gotama, what is ground and what is no ground? And the Buddha said, herein, Brahmin, a certain one takes life, takes what is not given. In sexual desires is a wrongdoer, is a slanderer, of bitter speech, an idle babbler, covetous, harmful in thought, and wrong in view. When body breaks up, after death, he rises up again in hell. There he subsists on food proper to dwellers in hell. On that he is grounded. This Brahmin is the no ground, standing on which that gift profits him not. Stop here for a moment. So here the Buddha is saying that if a person is reborn in hell, he subsists or he maintains himself with the food found in hell, and he cannot get the food that is offered by his relative. One thing you find in the teachings of the Buddha, that all beings must have food. All beings survive with food. Even you are born as a deva, a heavenly being, also you need food. You are born in hell, also you need food. Born as an animal or ghost, also you need food. Just as humans need food.
Then the Buddha continues, herein again a certain one takes life, etc. He, when body breaks up after death, rises up again in the womb of an animal. There also he subsists on food proper to creatures so born. On that he is grounded. This also Brahmin is no ground, whereon standing that gift profits him not. Stop here for a moment. So you see, a person born in the animal realm also cannot get the help that his relative wants to give him. Then the Buddha continues, yet again a certain one abstains from taking life, from taking what is not given, from wrong conduct in sexual desires, from falsehood, from slander, from bitter speech, from idle gossip. He is not covetous, his thoughts are not harmful, and he has right view. When body breaks up after death, he rises up again in the company of human beings. There he subsists on food proper to human beings. On that he is grounded. But this also, Brahmin, is no ground, whereon standing that gift profits him not. Stop here for a moment. So, a person born as a human being, as somebody's baby, when the previous life relative is doing some meritorious deed for him, also he cannot get. Here, this one, you find a person keeps the precepts and has right view, and is born as a human being. What is right view here? Right view here is worldly right view, mundane right view. That means believe in karma. Inko believes in karma vipaka. And then the Buddha continues, yet again a certain one abstains from taking life and the rest, and he has right view. When body breaks up beyond after death, he rises up again in the company of devas, or heavenly beings. There he subsists on food proper to devas. On that he is grounded. This also Brahmin is no ground, standing on which that gift profits him not. Stop here for a moment. So if a person is born in the heavens, also he does not get the merit that his relative is doing for him. But then in heaven he does not need also. And then the Buddha continues, here again Brahmin, a certain one takes life, etc. and has wrong view. When body breaks up after death, he rises up again in the realm of the ghosts, Peta. There he subsists on whatever be the food proper to beings in that realm. On that he is grounded. Whatsoever offerings his friends and fellows or kinsmen and blood relations convey to him, on that he subsists, on that he is grounded. This indeed, Brahmin, is the ground, standing on which that gift is of profit to him. Now stop here for a moment. So you find, if a person is reborn as a ghost, a Peta, then he does get what his relative offers to him. Then the Brahmin asks, but Master Gotama, suppose that this blood relation who is dead and gone has not reached that place, the realm of the ghosts, who then enjoys that offering? And the Buddha said, in that case, Brahmin, other blood relations, dead and gone, who have reached that place, the realm of ghosts, enjoy it. And then he asked, but suppose, Master Gotama, that both that blood relation and the others who are dead and gone have not reached that place, that ghost realm, who then enjoys that offering? And the Buddha said, that Brahmin is impossible. It cannot come to pass that that place should be empty for so long a time of blood relations dead and gone. Anyhow, Brahmin, he who offers to the dead and gone is not without reward. I stop here this sutta. This sutta continues a bit more, but then it is not important at all, so I don't want to read it. So here the Buddha is saying that our relatives who have passed away and reborn in the ghost realm, when we do good deeds for them, they should be able to get it. And not only the recent relatives who have passed away, even other relatives, maybe from the previous life, who have passed away and in the ghost realm, they are probably waiting for us to help them. So that is why whenever we do any good deed, we should transfer to all beings. Sometimes if we are going to do a good deed, especially for a relative who has recently passed away, or for example, even if you move into a new house, and as soon as before you move into that house, or as soon as you move into that house, then you want to do this dana, this offering, and you want to transfer the merit, then it's good before you do that dana to tell these spirits that you are going to do that dana on their behalf, because they have a ghost body, they cannot do that dana. So you tell them that you are doing it on their behalf, that you will transfer the merit to them. Then they'll be very happy, and they are waiting for you to do that dana. So especially if you move into a new house, you want to be at peace with all the spirits in the house and all the neighboring spirits, the Dato Kong and everything. So it is good to make this dana for them. And even if you are staying in an old house also, whenever you do any dana, it's also good to tell them and transfer the merit to them. Then your house will be quite peaceful. This is quite an important sutta, because it shows that there is this act that we do for our dead relative, and that they can benefit if they are reborn as ghosts, but not if they are not reborn as ghosts. Now the Buddha did not explain why only ghosts can get this merit, but maybe it is because ghosts can come back. If a person is born in some other realm, he does not come back. That's why, like Chinese believe, after 7 days of passing away, the relative will come back. And sometimes there is evidence that they do come back. But if they do come back, then most probably they are born as ghosts, and they want you to know. That's why they maybe show some footsteps or make some noise in the house to tell you to please help.